We are literally killing ourselves. Part 1. The system that profits from sickness. We live in the most advanced medical age the world has ever known. We can edit DNA, grow organs in labs, and send people into orbit, yet we've never been more chronically ill. Obesity, diabetes, anxiety, depression, autoimmune disease. Our modern epidemics have become so common that sickness now feels like a normal stage of life. We're told it's genetics, bad luck, or just getting older. But according to physician and researcher Casey Means, that story is a myth. In Good Energy, she and her brother Callie lay out a simple truth. Our health crisis is not random, it's engineered. Because sickness is profitable. Every diagnosis feeds a machine designed not to cure, but to maintain. Doctors are trapped in 10-minute appointments that end with a refill, not a resolution. Food companies fund nutrition science that keeps us addicted to sugar, seed oils, and shelf-stable chemicals. And the pharmaceutical industry, as Dr. Brian Ardis points out, is structured to reward repeat customers, not recovered ones. We spend more on healthcare than any nation in history, yet rank near the bottom in life expectancy. The cure isn't coming because prevention isn't profitable. Think about it. The same corporations that sell you breakfast cereal also sell you insulin. The same conglomerates that advertise antidepressants run ad campaigns for the ultra-processed foods that destroy serotonin in the first place. As Dr. Andrew Huberman has explained, our biology is being rewired by an environment of artificial light, artificial flavor, and artificial reward. Dopamine spikes, crashes, repeat. Your brain becomes a slot machine, and every pull pays someone else. Meanwhile, we're told this is freedom choice progress. But it's not progress when 88% of adults show signs of metabolic dysfunction. It's not choice when the options in front of us are all designed to keep us coming back. Ben Greenfield likes to say, you can't outperform poor recovery. Yet most of us are living in constant recovery trying to bounce back from the food, stress, and screens that drained us the day before. We call that normal. It's not. We treat fatigue with caffeine, stress with alcohol, anxiety with scrolling, and loneliness with delivery apps. We've replaced real connection with convenience. And convenience, as Wim Hof warns, is killing us softly. He says we become allergic to discomfort, when in fact, stress used correctly is what keeps the body alive. Instead, we avoid the cold, the silence, the hunger, the hard work, all the things that signal resilience to ourselves. Look around. We're surrounded by abundance, yet starved for vitality. Our ancestors faced predators and famine. We face blue light notifications and 2-for-1 drive-thrus. Different threats, same outcome. Survival mode. So where does this end? Do we just keep adding pills to offset the last pill's side effects? Do we keep pretending a detox tea will undo decades of metabolic debt? Dr. Ardis calls it the illusion of care. We think the system exists to heal us. In reality, it exists to manage us. We are a population kept just well enough to work, consume, and comply. And every time we look for rescue from the very institutions that created the problem, we feed that cycle again. But something in you knows better. You can feel the dissonance, the gap between what you were promised and how you actually feel. You weren't designed to wake up exhausted. You weren't built to rely on stimulants to get moving and sedatives to fall asleep. Your body isn't failing you. It's reacting logically to a world that's out of sync with biology itself. Huberman calls it environmental mismatch. Our nervous systems are still wired for sunlight, movement, community, and purpose. But our lives are dominated by artificial light, processed food, isolation, and noise. We've created an ecosystem that rewards sickness and punishes vitality. Here's the uncomfortable truth. No one is coming to fix it. Not the government, not the hospitals, not the influencers selling shortcuts, because they can't profit from your independence. But the moment you start questioning, really questioning the narrative, the spell begins to break. You realize that the most radical act of rebellion in modern life is to feel good. Because when you reclaim your energy, you stop buying what they're selling. When you sleep deeply, eat simply, and breathe intentionally, you become ungovernable by the system that feeds on fatigue and distraction. This isn't conspiracy, it's capitalism, and it's working exactly as designed. So the question isn't, how do we fix the system? It's how do we free ourselves from it? The answer begins with awareness. Awareness of how your environment shapes your chemistry, your thoughts, your choices. As Ben Greenfield teaches, awareness creates agency, because once you see the pattern, you can reprogram it. That's where the rewire begins, but we're not there yet. Because before you can rewire, you have to confront the full scope of what's been done to your body and mind, and that's where things get dark. Because hidden inside the story of food and pharma is a quieter, more dangerous truth, one that connects profit, policy, and population control in ways most people aren't ready to face. What if the same system that thrives on your sickness has also been shaping what you believe about health itself? What if the science you trust was never designed to make you well, but to make you dependent? And what if the real antidote isn't another supplement, another prescription, or another guru, but a total reboot of how you live, eat, move, sleep, and think? They built a world that thrives on your exhaustion. But what happens when you stop playing along? What happens when millions of people begin to wake up and ask the one question the system can't afford to answer? That's what we'll explore in part two, the rewire. Because the truth about health isn't complicated, it's just been hidden in plain sight.